Hello, good morning, everyone. Hope everyone is doing okay. On my side, thanks God, everything is all right. So, today I will be talking to you about technology in 21st century. I will be informing you about the impact of the technology on our society. In our today's world, technology is used almost for everything and everywhere. Whatever you do, you need technology. If you want to get in touch with someone, you need a computer or a phone, cell phone. I mean, if you want to move from one place to another, you need a car, airplane, or whatever. In our hospitals we use use internet, we use technology to save lives. I would like to ask you guys about, let's be serious right here, how many of you could live without technology? I guess not many, and probably ever none. However, I will be talking to you about three specific things: our way of learning and getting information, and second, I will be talking to you about how technology has helped us to save lives, and third, I will be talking about how technology has make it easier or even possible to move from one place to another. So first, the internet has made information access to all of us. The websites, www website has made the whole globe as a village because it has made information from all over the world accessible through the internet. Let's take an example of let's take an example of the New York Times. Like as students, we have free access to the New York Times, and in the New York Times platform, we have tons of information from all over the world and like in every single field, pretty much. Whatever you like, you just go to this box, you click the section that you like, and you will have tons of information, and all those information are updated every single day. Reason why you can stay in America and know how many deaths we have, like yesterday in France, according to the COVID, and or how many deaths we have, like like in Germany because of the COVID, or UK because of the COVID, or even in China. It's possible. I remember like my last class, um, and every student, like all the students in my class, we were asked, like to report like every single class what was going on in China, to go through, you know, we to go to like the New York Times to get that information. Without that, we couldn't be able like to report every single class those informations. So thanks to those platforms that are making information available to all of us. So moreover, the internet has made access to education to a large part of the world. The software that we have available today, it is possible for students to have access, to online classes and ebooks. You can stay in Africa and read a book like an American book through the internet, or you can stay in Europe, and take classes in China, or probably like in the US, or wherever you want. The perfect example is our class and our online classes here. You know, like even though we are going through like a very hard moment, probably like the baddest one personally in my life. I have never been through such things like that in my life before. Even though we are going through all that, our schools are closed. We are asked to stay home, but with the Launchpad and the Blackboard, we are able to meet here and still keep studying. And exchanging and all that, which is really incredible at this moment. So, second, with development of some vaccines, it has helped to fight against some harmful, like bacteria, viruses, or even disease. You know, as a result, it has helped to save a thousand or millions of lives. Let's take an example of what's going on right now with the COVID. We all know that like we are over 100,000, which is a lot, over 100,000 deaths. I mean, but without the ventilators that we have, which help like to keep thousand and thousand of people alive by helping them to breathe because they have breathing problems, it's just incredible. Without those ventilators, we can't even count how many people will have died by now. Probably like millions. I guess millions. Yeah, like because like how many thousands of people like are like under those like ventilators. They are a lot. And Another example is like 2014. The fact that the technology has made it possible to get like tests and results like in a short period of time and develop like a vaccine has helped us to limit like the number of death by 10,000, and the spread of the virus like and like stop it to become like a pandemic like the one we have now. Without the vaccines, it will for sure become like a pandemic, and it will kill like millions until like 10,000 people, which is like incredible. And third, the development of the technology has made mobility around the world possible and easier and even faster. No one could imagine like years ago that we will be able to travel all over the world in less than 24 hours. You know, like today, it is possible. Let's take an example. Between the US and Australia, there is 15,187 kilometers, which is like a very big distance. But like with the fast airplanes that we have today, we are able, to make that distance in 16 to 17 hours, which is incredible. Trust me, guys, you won't regret that. Because like before, we had to do it in days. But thanks God, with all like, the electric like trains, the fast cars, the airplanes that we have available. Yeah, all of that is possible. It's possible like to travel around the world like in less than very far distances in less than 24 hours, and like in very 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 like difficult like access places. With the technology now today we can access those places. In conclusion, the 21st century has been uh, a revolution for the technology. Our society is so much used with technology now that we can't even imagine our lives now without the technologies. From our way of getting information to our educational system, from our health to our mobility, you know, the impact of the technology is visible. And the digitalization has been done in almost every single field. Thank you so much, Guy, for your attention. Thank you, like, for the opportunity. It's been a pleasure speaking in front of all of you. I hope the information you have gotten from me today have been very informative, and it will like stimulate, your curiosity to go a little bit in deep, about the impact of the technology on our society, the 21st century. Thank you so much.